All right, let's talk about one of the biggest changes happening in tech right now. It's this fundamental shift, the moment AI stops just giving you answers and actually starts getting things done for you. This is the agentic AI revolution. Just let that sink in for a second. That one sentence changes pretty much everything we thought we knew about AI. For so long, we've used AI like a super smart search engine. But the whole industry is now pivoting into this era of agentic AI. We're talking about autonomous systems that don't just talk, they do. So what exactly is agentic AI? Well, to put it simply, it's an AI where you can just give it a goal, something complex, like, hey, plan my entire business trip to Tokyo next month. And from there, it just goes. It figures out a plan, it uses tools like web browsers and apps, and it actually executes every single step, all on its own. And this is a really profound shift. We're moving away from AI as a reactive answer engine that just spits out information when we ask. Instead, we're moving toward a proactive action engine that goes out and completes objectives for us. So instead of asking AI to help you write an email, you'll just tell it to handle the client's request, and the AI will go into your software, find the right data, write the email, and send it. It's a total game changer. Okay, so let's pop the hood and see what's going on. How does an AI agent actually work? What gives it these incredible new abilities to, get stuff done? It really comes down to three main things. First, it has memory, so it remembers what it did before and learns from it. Second, it has planning, which is its ability to look at a huge goal and break it down into a simple to-do list. And third, and this is absolutely crucial, it has tools. This is what allows the agent to actually use other software to take action in the real world. And these parts all work together in this continuous cycle called the react loop. It's pretty simple, really. The agent reasons about its goal, it acts by using one of its tools, and then it observes what happened. Did that work? Okay, what's next? And based on that, it reasons all over again, and the loop just keeps going until the job is done. It's a constant process of think, do, learn. If this is starting to sound a little like science fiction, well, you're not wrong. This is where we start getting really close to that idea of an assistant like Jarvis from Iron Man. We're talking about an AI that doesn't just feed you information, it actively manages things for you. Now, this isn't just a theory in a lab somewhere. The biggest names in AI are already building these agents. But they're taking two very different approaches to how these things should actually work in our digital lives. So you've basically got two competing philosophies here. On one side, there's OpenAI. Their approach is browser first. The agent lives in a secure virtual browser in the cloud. It's awesome for web-based tasks, and OpenAI handles all the security. Then you've got Anthropic's vision, which is desktop first. This agent can literally see your screen and control your mouse. It can use any app on your machine, which is incredibly powerful, but it also means all the security is now on you. So what's all this for? I mean, what are we actually going to use these agents for? Well, think about all the tedious digital chores you do every day. Booking a complicated trip with flights and hotels, ordering your groceries, or for work, updating CRM records, filling out endless forms, and trying to do research across 10 different websites. That's the stuff these agents are built for. But the impact here goes so much deeper than just automating our to-do lists. This is the kind of technology that could fundamentally remake the entire software industry and what it even means to do knowledge work. For decades, the big bottleneck for creating things was being able to write code. Code was scarce. But now, with AI agents that can generate really good code, that's not the bottleneck anymore. The new scarcity is high-level thinking. The most valuable skill is no longer typing the code, but clearly defining what you want the system to do in the first place. And what that means is that the role of an engineer, or really any knowledge worker, starts to change. It becomes less about the tedious how and all about the big picture, what and why. Your job is to be the one who sets the goal and oversees the system, while the agent handles all the grunt work. This shift also creates a massive challenge for the multi-billion-dollar software as a service, or SaaS industry. I mean, think about it. If you have an AI agent that can just directly access all your data and perform tasks, why would you need to pay for a dozen different apps, each with its own clunky interface? So you can kind of see three ways this could all play out for SaaS companies. One, maybe they just stay separate. Two, and this is probably more likely, you see a convergence, where AI agents become assistants inside the apps we already use. But then there's the third, most radical future. AI agents could just eclipse SaaS altogether, becoming the one and only interface we use to interact with our data.
But with all this incredible power comes some pretty significant risk. Giving AI agents this much autonomy to act in the world, well, it's a double-edged sword, and we really need to understand the dangers.
Researchers have actually mapped out the risks across 5 different levels of agent autonomy. And the main takeaway is pretty simple. As these agents get more powerful and more independent, the risks just escalate dramatically. We go from simple security bugs to scary-sounding things like tool misuse, where an AI uses a normal tool for a harmful reason. And at the highest levels, you get things like gold drift, where the AI starts changing its own objectives in ways we can't predict, which could lead to some really bad, irreversible outcomes. And look, this isn't just fear-mongering. AI pioneer Yoshua Bengio put it very bluntly when he said that the most catastrophic AI scenarios, they all become possible once we give AI agents the ability to act on their own in the world. And beyond those huge existential risks, there are a bunch of immediate, very practical problems. We're already seeing agent washing, companies just slapping the AI agent label on old tech. These systems are also incredibly expensive to run, they can be unstable, and they open up a whole new world of security holes. And of course, there's the very real question of job displacement. So where does all of this leave us? How do we balance this incredible promise with such profound peril? Is this the next great leap forward? Or is it a step too far, too fast? Some have framed the big question as revolution or extinction. And while that might sound dramatic when you look at the potential disruption, it might not be that far off. And it's a question that applies to all of us as we figure out how to deal with this technology. When you boil it all down, here's the trade-off. The promise is a world with huge productivity gains, incredible innovation, and freedom from boring, monotonous work. The peril, on the other hand, is large-scale job displacement, unpredictable risks, and an even greater concentration of power into the hands of a few. Ultimately, as we stand here at the very beginning of this agentic age, the most important conversation isn't really about what's technically possible. It's about control, it's about alignment, and it's about wisdom. The real question is no longer what AI agents can do, but what we as a society decide we should allow them to do.